on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is, as of late, is a lot of electrical gremlins. So you can see here, I have headlights on, four-ways on. Everything here is working until you get back here. You can see I have running lights, turn signals, no running light, no turn signals. So this taillight is essentially dead. So the very first thing I want to do before I even go to install my gauge is figure out what is going on with this taillight. I'm thinking it might be the connector. It's like right up under here. That's my guess. I'm not positive, but that's, I think, going to be my starting place. One other thing I've been absolutely dying to do on this car is a battery relocation. I want to take, obviously, the battery, take this whole thing, put it all the way back in the trunk, and then I want to redo all of the hard, big, important wiring here. Like this guy, I don't like this at all. I want that gone. I'd like to redo my ground, and I'd like to take this guy out of here and put it in the trunk. This car has such a nice engine bay, just like from here over. I'd like this side to match it. So this is what makes me so angry about the way these gauges were installed. If you can't see it, look at that. This dude literally just took the wire off the gauge up here, ran it back here, and then just stuck it behind a fuse. Did not bother actually wiring it in or anything. Somehow this wiring keeps getting worse the more I look at it. I'm not really sure how that's possible, but it's pretty bad. What is this? What is this? This whole mess of wires. And you can see this goes up here. This wire at some point melted. Like that's straight up just a melted wire stuck to this one, and that was acceptable. Oh, whoever did this at least finally did learn the purpose of a solder sleeve, so that's cool. And the wiring problems continue. So, table behind me, you'll see a lot of interior parts, and that's because this is escalated, per usual on these kind of projects. This is my head unit. It is terrible. I hate it. It is very outdated. It's very floppy, and I don't like it. When I pull it out of here, what is all of this? I've never seen this much wiring crammed behind a radio before. So I'm curious as to why. I'm curious what all of this is for. And I'm trying to decide what I want to do now, because part of me is trying to be really responsible. I got things to pay off on this. I mean, we're not bad, but you know, I got like 1,500 left, so it's pretty good. We're getting close. However, things like this make me want to just spend like $100, buy a whole new head unit. And I actually found the perfect head unit for that. I just haven't bought it yet. So here's a cool thing that I just discovered this car has. Has an air filter, a cabin air filter. Most of the time they don't have these. And yeah. Not the worst I've ever seen one of these. It's pretty impressive. Just this whole mess here. This is apparently where my boost gauge is tapped off of. This is definitely not stock. These are the plugs for the HVAC, so it's not a big thing. This mess of wires, that mess of wires, all of this leading to apparently also this. Like, it's not good. All right, a couple of things. I got myself a new cabin air filter. This is just from the parts store. If you would like to buy it, it is just from Advance, a company called Purolator. There you go. Part number on there. Part number from Purolator is going to be C36125C. Right there. So I'm going to get that installed real quick because my interior is disgustingly dirty because of that being so dirty for so long. And we bought one other little thing that it's gonna be a nice upgrade. That is this head unit. It is from a company called Power Acoustic. Bought it from Walmart, unfortunately, for $140. This whole thing is a mess. The whole mechanical gauge thing, not a fan, as you know. This is stupid. Stock tweeter wiring going all the way around here to just there. Okay, really quick before we go to dive into install, let's take a look at everything I took out just to show how much cleaner it's gonna be. And this is only so far because I haven't finished everything yet. This is all my random wiring and stuff. So the majority of this is all the wiring for these gauges. All of that's going away. I will be taking out the drain plug on there since it does have the wiring for this still. I'll take that out so that way it's ready to go for whoever buys it, as long as it's still repairable, because wires are gone, but they are, I don't know, maybe somebody can use it. We took out this gauge, thank God. This doesn't even return to zero. If you look at it there, it's off the zero, so that's great. I'm sure that's probably accurate. This garbage head unit that has so many weird functions on it, it's definitely from like the early 2010s. Vacuum lines, whatever this mess is, this will be getting partially reused. I'm gonna be using this guy here just to jump my new head unit to the factory plug so I don't have to rewire it completely. So that's the first part. Now let's take a look at everything that's going in the place of this. So out of that entire pile, this is everything that's gonna be remaining on this new install. So we have the gauge, obviously, sensor for the gauge, because this is a electronic gauge, thank God. They do supply a bunch of vacuum line. I'm not gonna be using any of this. I'm gonna use some OEM stuff, and I'm probably gonna route it from a different spot over there. Probably off the blow-off valve, maybe. I'll probably be routing this off the blow-off valve, just that way it's a shorter route, and I don't have to worry about extending these wires like I did on the oil pressure. But yeah, this is the wiring for the gauge going to that. This is what's really cool about these gauges. So if you look on the back here, this is the sensor read. These are the power reads. What you can do is you can take this guy here, which is called a daisy chain, and then you take your next gauge and stick that in the back there. And this is what I was talking about earlier, where I can power my entire gauge off this and I don't have to worry about rewiring it. So that's pretty cool. So I may use this guy, I may not. Actually, I probably will use this one since I already kind of tampered with the other one. I'd rather just start fresh with that. As far as the head unit goes, so this is what's really cool about this. Look how small this is. Like, it's just barely bigger than that other one. And then it does have volume buttons, which are a huge deal to me. Has power, has, I don't know, it's like a microphone button or something. This is probably Bluetooth pairing. I'm not sure. We'll mess with that more later. Here we have all of the wires for all of the gauges. Everything here is all ready to go. Everything down here is everything I need to wire in. So all of this needs to get wired in. This guy needs to get wired in, same spot. This is for tuning. That is it on this side for stuff. Now I did find this plug right here. I don't know what it's for, but this guy was unplugged and it was hanging down here. So I'm thinking that might be why my taillights weren't working, but we'll find out. Probably another like hour or two tomorrow or so. Should be able to get everything together. I did go ahead and order that triple pod holder. So I'm probably gonna ghetto rig it for the moment with my dual one and probably stick one on the side for the immediate fix. But I do have a more permanent solution on the way, and that will take care of a lot of our issues with the wiring and the gauges, more so than I already have fixed. Dash is looking beautiful. Megan was nice enough to clean up that and clean up all of these parts back here. So all of those are gonna be going back in absolutely mint. and we are officially done. I can't say I'm the proudest of how that bezel came out, but it's fine. I will have to get a new one because I accidentally slipped up on the disc on the Dremel, so that is, I can redo it, not a big thing. They're not that expensive, and yeah, it'll look better in the end. I'll show you how the interior looks, and we can check out this new head unit. This is my temporary setup for my gauges until my new pillar comes in on Saturday. Head unit's in. You can see I slipped up a couple times here and there, but other than that, it doesn't look bad. Definitely sits a little bit further back than I was expecting, so that's kind of interesting. Again, not a big thing, just not expecting it, I guess. But peel this guy off. Nice. Okay, well, let's check it out. Also have a big gaping hole there because I took the MR gauges out. Not too bad. Yeah, it looks good. I'm excited to try this thing out. Hopefully it'll get all of the, hopefully it'll make the sound a little bit better on here. Well, sound's coming from all 4 speakers, so that's an improvement. Of course, I can't play any music because obviously copyright things suck. So that's what it is. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this video here. It's Christmas. I'm gonna go do family things. If you made it this far, appreciate you watching. Hopefully I actually decide to get this radio. It's pretty good, but I'll report back more in probably the following video because it'll be a few days from now. And I'll let you know if I think it's worth it or not. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna cut the video here. Have another video coming out pretty soon, probably. I think I'm gonna do the brakes next and finally get those looking nice. Yeah, car's coming together. Pretty excited. Can actually start driving this thing and it'll be more enjoyable. Probably get tires on it at some point soon too. But anyway, thanks for watching. Video's coming out soon. Slowed down with work and everything, but hang with me. We got lots of plans ahead. Thanks.